Hello there, Joe Fear here from Evergreen Profits and the EGPletter.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how we create our graphics super fast, and it's using a simple app. It's actually paid, but there's a free alternative that you can use, and this is not using Photoshop or any of that stuff. So we have a tool that we've been using for the last few months or so called Snappa.io. So I'm actually going to log out really fast just to show you this sucker. So it's Snappa. It's actually Snappa.com, I guess. But it's super cheap, so it's awesome because they give you all these templates to use for all sorts of things that you have going on, and it's awesome. And I apologize for that jackhammer in the background. Usually it's very quiet, and I'm just going to roll with it. So pricing. So I'm just going to show you this really quick. There actually is a free option. I did not know that. So there's a free option for you if you wish, and there's also a pro option. This is actually what we use because it gives you, all sorts of different options here, and we use it almost daily. So this is what it is and what it's all about. So I'm logging in really quick. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go show you kind of what I'm up to. So every Wednesday we release a podcast. And you can get it I'm just at evergreenprofits.com. And here's all the sorts of images. These are actually pre-Snappa. We were using Photoshop templates. And these ones are post-Snappa or during Snappa. So this will be one that's kind of similar that we'll be making today. So essentially, move it, slide in. Love you, but not right now. So we want to we have a template that's created already, and this was actually from a Snappa template, which was our little secret. And so we just modify this, so the title of the podcast, the person that we interviewed, and we just kind of modify which class number it is, and then we leave that there. And then obviously swap out the image of whoever we're interviewing that day. So for this specific one, actually, let me just show you the kind of a quick rundown of what's offered in Snappa before we actually make the graphics. So you can see you can make a custom sized graphic, whatever you wish. So you would type those dimensions in there. But this is where it gets cool, is that you have all your social media posts covered. So if you want to make a Facebook post, Twitter post, LinkedIn, YouTube thumbnails, we use those a lot, Instagram and whatever, whatever meaning Pinterest. We also have blogging, infographics. There's actually infographic templates for all this stuff. Look at this. It's just like they give you all these options, and they're super pro looking. But going back here, so we have all sorts of things, ebook covers. We have different header images that we can use on social media accounts. Social media ads, it kind of gives you different things. So you have a Facebook ad, link, you have the carousel ad, Twitter ads, LinkedIn, but then all sorts of different banner sizes for display ads all over the web or on your website. So super cool. So what we do is our little strategy to save time, it's obviously going to take longer because I'm making a video here, is that we save a bunch of templates and graphics. So I'm going to go to my saved graphics, and you can see we have all sorts of things that are already kind of in here that we've used for all sorts of things. We have a bunch of banners for Thrivecart. We have our different blogs. We have Instagram images down here. We have YouTube videos for chatbots, Thrivecart, and we're starting to get a lot more of these podcast ones. And you can see you can actually put them into folders on the left side here. So we're just going to go to podcasts, and I'm going to use this one that we made for Christine and basically just duplicate it. So now that we have that duplicated, we're going to click in here. And like I was saying, we're just going to swap out a couple things. Actually, first, I'm going to just swap out her image. So I'm just going to delete her and go over here on the left, go to graphics, upload. And I actually already downloaded an image of Rob. So I'm dragging it in there. There he is. Handsome Rob is what we call him. Not really. And we're going to go boom. I just grabbed that from his Facebook. And what I'm going to do now is, you can see how it's kind of overlapping some things there. What I'm going to do is use this, layer back. Keep clicking until it basically hides behind there, and there he is. So I'm just going to make sure it's not, kind of cut off there. I'm a little OCD like that. There he is. Okay, so he's kind of sneaking around the corner. It's kind of cool looking. I'm going to say, oh, actually, here's my title. So if, Matt just gave this to me. So we have how to create a business driving sales leads. I'm going to copy that. Come over here, double click that, paste her in. You can see it keeps the font there nicely. I'm actually going to obviously tweak some things here so it fits in a little better. What I'm going to actually do is mess with the line, not that line spacing, the line height. It might be too much. I'll just kind of experiment with some things. Or I can take the font size down. I think that's going to be the easiest thing for me to do. Is just do one of those. There we go. I don't want to creep on the top too much. Right here, it's. I want to see. Okay, Robert Stanley, not Rob. So I'm going to go copy, and we're going to click that, and looky there. That didn't take. And obviously you can modify the size if you want. You can modify the color of the font to all sorts of things. It's pretty freaking awesome. Sorry, let me get back to black to where I was. There we go. And obviously we want to modify that. It's going to be episode. Just going back here really fast. 14. So this one's 15. Let me click this and go 15. Bang. We got ourselves a complete graphic, and that's all it took. All I'm going to do now is just rename it up here. Robert Stanley. Phone's going off. I'm going to ignore that. I apologize. It'll just kind of... Actually, I'm going to silence it. One sec. Oh, it's the joys of having... Oh my god. It went off again. Okay, after double calls back to back, sorry about that. And I'm not going to edit that out because that's real life, man. So that is it right there. We're also going to have a, so after I named it here, make sure you always save it, because one thing I don't like about Snappa is that it doesn't save. So unless you actually click the button. So what I'm going to do is just do a high-res PNG. That usually does the trick for us. Click in here, and there he is. That's the perfect graphic. It's obviously not going to be that big. It's going to be something like that when we see it. So it's nice resolution. Looks great. So we're good to go. That's basically how we create our graphics. And again, there's so many different things you can create on here. And let me just quickly show you. If we're doing like a Facebook link ad, you can see all of these different themes or templates that they give you, and they're super pro looking. So one of the things I like, and I'm just going to do this really quick using this one, is, so you can see not only do they give you all these layers and things that you can kind of mess around with, you can see everything's done on layers. So you can pretty much move anything you want. So if you're creative, you can do it that way. Or if you say you didn't want this little train looking thing, you can go over here to the graphics and say I want a, I don't know, a dog. And you can look up your graphics that way, and hot dog, why not? So boom, you have all these graphics that are kind of like built in, and you can go blam, hot dog, Etiquette Express, whatever that means. And you can change this background to something like I was saying earlier. Maybe it's green. It's very ugly now. You have background effects that you could say maybe remove. I guess you can't remove that background, but you have all these different images right here that you could choose from for free. So you could say you have that thing going on. Maybe we want to delete that. That looks very ugly, but maybe we want to remove that and use a pattern. You could see that you can use something like this, or these different options here. And wood pattern's kind of cool. But you can kind of tweak all this stuff in all sorts of ways. Put a little color overlay on there. You can darken it. You can blur it out if you wish. I mean, it's all kind of crazy, easy stuff to just mess around with. But like I said, the ways that you can do this is to create something you like, make a template out of it, save that template, and then kind of create that brand consistency for whatever you're trying to make with podcasts, blog posts, ads, all that kind of stuff. So Snappa is where it's at, snappa.com. Try the free version, get the paid version. It's $10 a month, way cheaper and easier than Photoshop, and you'll be very happy. Thanks for watching. Sorry it took a little long in the bleep blops and the interruptions and the jackhammer. Have a good day. check us out more at egpletter.com, and we'll chat soon. Bye.